I should be writing number 486, Friday, March 20th, 2020. Still the plague time.
Well, I should be writing. I should be working on my craft. I should be writing. I should be submitting my next draft. But I'm sitting home watching Doctor Who.
Hi there, welcome to I Should Be Writing, the podcast for wannabe fiction writers. I'm your host, Mur. It has been a rough week. Last week I said I wanted to do some more podcasting to support you guys. Remind you that there are people out here, there are voices out here that care, and still support you creatively during this difficult time. And then I had a bad week. It was just a week of, my brain was all over the place. It's not even that I was feeling stressed by, well, I was feeling stressed by the whole virus thing, but it was also that I couldn't focus. I even decided to screw off one morning and play an online game with a friend, and I still couldn't make our meeting on time because I was just all over the place. And this was while on my ADD meds, which, I have hit and miss with. So I did get some work done. Ursula tells me, or my friend Ursula Vernon tells me, that shame is a powerful motivator. If my family's at home, I'm less likely to, lose the morning playing a video game, as I have done in the past. If you hear some wind, I'm outside trying to get some fresh air and some vitamin D. Spending a lot of time outside lately. So are a lot of my neighbors. They're just a lot of people walking. It's good that nobody's really interacting with each other. Hi, waving. But we're trying to follow the rules. I wonder what it's like to hear this after this is all resolved. Are you thinking, wow, all the media from these days is pretty dire. Man, I thought it would be pleasant, and the wind is just too much. Sorry about that. I'm going inside. And it was pleasant. It's just not what I need right now. And I have to turn off the radio because copyright violation. Turn off the radio. Turn off the radio. Oh, God. Okay. So I have been able to get some work done, but I haven't been able to think and talk creatively. I tried to record the other night, and it was just word garbage. I don't even know what I was trying to say. It was just a mess. And, I have to realize that I'm trying to podcast to help you guys with stress. However, I'm also feeling the stress. Same stress you are. Possibly less, possibly more. Still. But right now I'm feeling more together. I've gotten some pretty big to-dos off my plate, and now I'm able to focus on a couple of really big things that are demanding my attention. Or the one really big thing demanding my attention, my book. I asked for an extension in February because I had a family member in the hospital, and that was taking all of my emotional time, if not my physical time. And now I'm getting an extension by default because everybody's trying to figure out how to work from home. So I'm trying to make good use of this. Okay, so we got laundry in here, and we got wind outside. So anyway, what I really wanted to rant about, I need to rant, and that's possibly what's going to get me podcasting again, hooray, is you do not have to write King Lear. It seems to be coming up a lot that Shakespeare wrote King Lear during the bubonic plague. And way to go, Shakespeare. Congrats. But just like my complaint about the War of Art is when people talk about that, they don't talk about his support structure. Did he have somebody making his meals? Did he have somebody cleaning his house? Did he have somebody cleaning his clothes? Did he have somebody taking care of children? If somebody else was doing all of that, then it's really no big feat that he wrote King Lear, bubonic plague or not. The talent's there. I'm not saying King Lear itself is crap. I'm just saying that people are suddenly stuck in their houses with their families and having to work during this time, and trying to figure out how to set that up while still managing homeschooling or childcare or whatever. And now is not the time to tell them they can write King Lear. Maybe you don't have kids. Maybe you're a freelancer like me and things are pretty much the same. If you don't have other things demanding your time, then go ahead, write King Lear. But I'm tired of people saying, just sort of like an overarching thing, is that now that you're home, you can write King Lear. Also, I just realized this. Also, you know what Shakespeare didn't have as well? Shakespeare did not have global news reports every second of every day. He knew that people around him were getting sick. He possibly knew that there was a plague. But he wasn't getting death totals updated by the hour. He wasn't hearing about famous people getting sick and or dying. Don't equate this time with the bubonic plague, because households are structured differently. The news is delivered very differently. I'm just tired of it, because it's stressful enough. This is all stressful enough without having somebody tell you that you should be writing the freaking works of Shakespeare. Do I want you to be creative during this time? Yes, if you can. If you can bring yourself to do it. I don't think you should put a lot of pressure on yourself. But if you feel the urge, then try it. Try 100 words. Outline a story. But right now, since people are requiring you to continue with your job, or you just lost your job because the economy is very, very, very bad, just a blithe, go write a book, is not helpful. It's not helpful at all. People are going to create things in this time. My daughter found a couple of new creative outlets, and I'm very happy for her because this is her senior year of high school, and it's, dissolving. Senior trip canceled, don't know about prom, don't know about graduation, we'll see. And on one hand, these are all small things compared to people losing their jobs and people dying. On the other hand, these are important things in our lives that are being disrupted. I just got an email from our local theater telling us that they'll be rescheduling a lot of the spring shows. And I was very, very grateful because we have tickets to see the bands visit in 2 weeks. And I was, we were all really bummed that that wasn't going to happen. I think when bad things like this happen, we think about it in terms of, it's hard to think globally. It's like this bad thing happened and I am sorry for those people. But the things that really give us happiness are tiny things. They are the ability to go have lunch with your friends. They are going to see a show that you've been looking forward to forever. They're watching your kid get ready for their prom. They're going to prom. These are the little nuggets that make you enjoy life. And when those are taken away, we don't know what to do. Just practice some self-care. Give yourself a break. Now, hopefully, you will be like I experienced this week. Hopefully, if you're having a bad time, you will adjust. We're humans. We adjust. Even if we really, really love our routines, if you throw us out of our routine, we'll fuss for a little while, and then we'll adjust. I believe that you can get into your own groove, and you can deal with your day-to-day. Again, I'm talking about inconveniences that are messing up your life. I'm not talking about illness or losing your job. Those are much bigger things. But if your problems are working from home, kids around you, etc., you will adjust. You'll find a way to make it work. And then, maybe then, you'll be a little bit more grounded mentally, and you'll take advantage of the creative freedom in your life. If you don't listen to Ditch Diggers, Matt and I talk about this in this week's episode, and we talk about the fact that, a lot of people, you'll say you have to work from home, which means you can't, how are you going to be more creative? You still have to work from home. Well, also, you're gaining commute time. If you commute to work, you're gaining that time. You don't have to worry about that one aspect. So there's some time. You can use it to help your spouse with the house, that's one thing. But you could also use it to pursue something new. But I'm saying do this after you adapt. Do it after you're settled in. Do it after you found your 2 feet under you and you can handle everything else. See, that's the thing. It's like we've had our foundation crumbling. Our foundation is crumbling, and we need to feel like our foundation is there before we can do creative things. So I'm just so freaking sick of people talking about the whole Shakespeare thing, because we are just trying to figure out how to work with everything in the house different. I mean, I'm still trying to find a place to record. And, it's not even that I've been kicked out of the office. It's just that I'm used to recording whenever I damn well please. And if I want to keep doing that, then I may not be able to do it where I want to do it when I damn well please. So that's what I'm having to adjust to. So don't feel guilty if you're not creating awesome things. Don't feel guilty if you're not creating at all. Settle your foundation. Find it. Get your feet under you. Make sure you're sleeping at night. Check in on your loved ones. And then you can start doing the creative stuff, okay? Since I, in theory, have my feet under me now, hopefully I'll be able to bring you more frequent podcasts. I added a new thing. That's right, I announced it in my word salad last night that I won't be putting out. So I need to re-announce it. I have opened up the Patreon, I've opened up the Discord to all levels of Patreon. So if you support at the $1 level, you get all the archives of I Should Be Writing, and you get access to the Discord where everybody is hanging out and talking about writing and supporting each other. The supporting each other is kind of key right now. Opened it last night, announced it on Twitter, and was very happy to see a lot of new faces. So, welcome to the new people. All you gotta do is support at the $1 level, patreon.com/mightymur. We'll get through this. And you should be doing self-care, you should be washing your hands. And when you feel like you've had a good night's sleep, and you can wake up and not have that tightness in your chest, and relax a little bit, then you should be writing. Remember, you can support the show at patreon.com/mightymur. I Should Be Writing's theme music provided by John Anelio. You can find more about him at johnanelio.com. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Share-alike license.
But I should be writing. I should be working on my